Hi everybody, Levi Clay here, and today we're going to have a bit of fun. I am finally getting round to looking at some of my hate mail and responding to it. Now, I've been YouTubing for a long time now, so as you would expect, the cesspool that is the YouTube comment section is often filled with some very hurtful and hateful comments. But to be honest, none of this upsets me. I thoroughly enjoy those comments. I love engaging with those people and having a bit of fun. In fact, I often say to people that the best part of my channel isn't necessarily the video content, as most of these people that comment would agree, but it's actually the comment section. We can have a hell of a lot of fun in there. By making this video for an actual purpose, guys, if you're out there and you're watching and you find yourself in a position where people are being abusive to you online, stop worrying about it. Don't give them that power. Sure, I'm featuring some of them here, and it's so I can make fun in return. The whole point of making content is about focusing on the people that do enjoy your content. I couldn't care less if the entire world hated everything I made. If there's one person out there that is enjoying the content that you're making, then it's a good use of your time. So, haters, keep it coming. So today I'm going to be featuring my wife actually reading some of these comments out, and when you hear her speak, you'll very quickly realise that I've got much bigger problems to deal with in life than your comments. So Olav Winstead comes at us with a very simple one.
Idiot.
So how do you respond with a witty comment to a comment that contains so little wit to begin with? The answer is I don't think you do. Olav, you need to try harder, buddy. I can only assume that when you wrote this comment, you were staring into a mirror. Next up we have David Westhoff. He did a much better job of trying to take me down. Check it out.
Wah, 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 you whiny little pussy. Who gives a fuck? The last thing I want from a guitar channel is politics. Thank you for exposing your bullshit before I make the grave mistake of subscribing.
Now, I did actually enjoy that comment, David. As you know, I responded to you. The thing that I enjoyed most is actually how ridiculously over the top the last part is, suggesting that subscribing to a channel would be a grave mistake. Now, that's a very pointed term. It suggests to me that it somehow would impact your mortality in some way. So all I can really say is, why don't you give it a go? We can only hope, right? The other thing, of course, is suggesting that my videos are somehow about politics. I don't talk politics on my channel. I don't really talk politics full stop. It's not a subject that I find massively interesting. And I can actually demonstrate this for you. If you go on the comment sections to all of my videos, what you will find without a shadow of a doubt is you'll find a group of people calling me an SJW and you'll find a group of people calling me a Nazi. Can't be both sides, can I, guys? Try a little bit harder. The world doesn't have to be separated into this side versus this side. Try and find a little bit more nuance. So, next up, we have a comment from Shervin Shirzad.
I'm not Stevie's fan, but you're just a crybaby.
Crybaby? Really? What is this? A school playground? And you're not a Stevie T fan? Cool, that makes total sense. I disagree. I think actually if you spend 2 seconds on the comment section to that video, you're going to find yourself a lot of butthurt Stevie T fans. Lots of suggestions that I'm somehow jealous and that I'll never be as successful as Stevie T. Guys, I don't mean to boast, right? But I do okay, right? I don't need to boost my career in any way, shape or form. I make videos like that because I genuinely care about the community, and pointing out that treating people in lower positions than you like that, especially if it's to boost yourself financially, is a relatively shitty thing to do. And for you to turn around and suggest that somehow I'm bullying Stevie by doing it, but he's not bullying people by doing what he did, let's be real here, guys. He's in the position of power. I cannot bully someone in his position. He is far bigger than I will ever be. And that doesn't bother me in the slightest. I mean, just from reading the comments that I get from his fans, you aren't the type of followers that I actually need. And yeah, I can't bully him in the same way that you can't bully me, because, believe it or not, your opinions mean nothing to me. So next up, we have a comment from Greco Fulkerson.
Number 1 punchable faces on YouTube.
Number 1? Really?
Wilson, I feel like a bag of balls.
Really?
Is it easier to play something once?
Really?
Greetings!
I mean, genuinely, if people think I'm worse than that, maybe I should consider another line of work. Anyway, here's a comment from Ken Black.
2 fat wannabe guitar players. Do not vaccinate. You guys are idiots.
The first question that you have to ask with a comment like this, Ken, is what do you mean by wannabe? There's no fakery going on here. Myself and Mike both work professionally in music in very different avenues. He tours the world with a popular band, and I am a player and educator. You're literally here on my videos watching me because of the reputation that I built for myself as an educator and as a player. So, what do you mean wannabe? We both do great. Look, I'm in my own studio that I own. I'm about to move to a bigger one in a bigger house that I just bought, all from my career. So, wannabe, I mean, if this is what happens when you're a wannabe, I don't know that I ever need to be a real bee. But why am I taking anything you say seriously? You're suggesting that people shouldn't vaccinate. Like, honestly, I don't really know what to say to that. All I can say is, yeah, maybe. Maybe I can actually get on board with an idea like that. Assuming you don't vaccinate and then you expose yourself to hundreds of diseases. We can only hope though, right? Onto a comment from Dumb Username. Fitting.
Jesus, I can feel the soy permeating my screen looking at your ugly fat faces in your pastel shirt.
Ah, yes. One of those soy boy comments. Next, you're going to call me a libtard, right? How original. I should just point out at this point that I find it hilarious, the American centralized comment section of YouTube. There's always this assumption that no matter what you do, what content you make, or what accent you have, you live in America, and they will make comments based on who you probably voted for. No, guys, I didn't vote for Hillary. Believe it or not, I didn't have the option to. I also didn't vote for Trump. Because again, I didn't have the option to. Maybe open your mind and consider that there is a world outside of your borders. It's quite cool. You should go and see it sometime. I've actually seen a fair amount of it and been paid to go and see it. How are you getting on, Dumb Username? So the next comment comes from Eurosnook.
I really don't care about the whole arch enemy thing, or you, but god fucking damn it, it's annoying to get all of your videos to my recommendations, even though I already marked one so that I wouldn't see it. How salty are you?
This one I really enjoyed. I enjoyed this for one simple reason. I obviously swear a lot in my videos, so my videos are often demonetized and they don't reach as many people because they aren't advertiser friendly. But evidently in this case, YouTube has a better idea of what you should be watching than you think you should be. So yeah, I apologise for filling your suggestions up with my face, but maybe you could get some better taste. So the next comment comes from Fred Zunguri.
You are the most depressing person.
I mean, I don't really know what to say to a comment like that. If I depress you, I genuinely apologise for that. But just looking at your picture, I mean, really looking at your picture, you don't seem like a barrel of laughs yourself, buddy. Plenty of people get enjoyment out of my channel though, so again, water off a duck's back. So here's a comment from Skunk Master B.
Just another typical millennial retard who knows nothing yet thinks he knows everything.
Don't care, boomer. Here's a comment from Froggington Post.
God, your show is shit.
I guess I just have to hold my hands up to a comment like that. Cool. You don't enjoy what I'm doing. Why do you keep coming back though whenever I leave a comment in response to you? I should really charge rent when I'm living in your head rent-free like that, right? Next up we have a comment from CB Dog G Pound. Check it.
The stupid fat fuck who doesn't have enough intelligence or willpower to control his own weight thinks that he's special enough to talk shit about a guitar legend who is and always will be 10 million times more important and relevant than himself. Go kill yourself, fat boy. No one cares about your flawed, stupid and irrelevant opinion.
Ah yes, the classic. Go after the big guy's weight. Nice. Classy. Because everybody knows that when you can rebut someone's points, it still just makes sense to make personal attacks on them, right? I don't need to sit here and explain to you my health situation. I have my own things that I'm dealing with, medical conditions, but I do okay. Still a big, strong boy, still spending time in the gym. I do all right. Don't worry about me, buddy. So, yeah, really the point here though is that because I'm fat and because people don't know who I am compared to, this was about ESP guitars, somehow my opinion is less relevant. You seem to be getting me confused with you. You see, what I found over the years is that people often get upset because they don't like this idea that not all opinions are equal. That's a simple fact. You think that everyone's opinions are equal, but if you hire an electrician and he gives you an idea of what's wrong with something you own, an electrical piece of equipment that you own, and then you ask your next door neighbour what his opinion is on what's wrong with your piece of equipment, your electrician's opinion is worth more than your next door neighbour's. It upsets you that I say things that you evidently can't rebut because you know that my opinion is actually worth something. In fact, everyone knows that my opinion is worth something, or they wouldn't be here watching what I have to say. So, next time, why don't you try and explain why I'm wrong, and rather than just pointing out that I'm fat, because it gets tiresome. So, next up, we have a comment from, let me find this one, I really like this one, it's my favourite. A comment from Jazz Jones 123.
Are these guys a couple? What's all the bad makeup? Did they have to take their dresses off to make this video? Are these guys really just cross-dressers stirring the shitpot against Gibson again because they are too cheap and petty to go out and buy one, so they sit around in a hissy fit all day with their cross-dresser panties in a bunch?
Oh, shit, sorry. I don't really know what to say to a comment like that. No, of course I'm not wearing makeup. The things you do to get a laugh in a YouTube video, right? I don't really know what to make of a comment like this. Part of me wants to suggest that maybe it's homophobic, but I'm not entirely sure. We got a lot of comments actually on that video talking about Mike and myself wearing makeup. Actually, no, it was just 27 degrees C in my studio, which is very, very hot. And Mike naturally has very, very red cheeks. So absolutely no makeup going on in that video. Though, so what if there was? Actually, there have been videos that sometimes I do put makeup on because I get these terrible spots when it's warm outside. And yeah, sometimes a little bit of concealer on that isn't necessarily a bad thing. So cool, fine. You all think that we wear makeup. Again, doesn't really bother us as long as you're watching, and you keep watching, don't you? So keep enjoying it. Anyway, that's all we have for this instalment. Did you enjoy this particular instalment of Hate Mail, and would you like me to do more of these in future? Now, of course, I do accept the fact that in doing this, it opens me up to get even more hate mail. I don't mind. Keep it coming, guys. Again, I genuinely enjoy it. It genuinely tends to make me laugh, and it gives me something to do. That's really a very entertaining aspect of YouTube for me. So keep it coming. If you are watching this video and you look at this situation and think to yourself, man, I'd hate to make YouTube videos and have comments like this come in. They could really get me down. None of these people matter. The fact that they're taking time out of their day to say shitty things to you really just tells you a lot more about them. You keep doing what you're doing because, like I say, if someone's watching it, it's worth making it. So finally, I just want to say a huge thanks to these people over here. They are some of my supporters over on patreon.com, and they pay for my makeup. So thanks very much, guys. I'm looking dashing. Absolutely love it. My wife, very talented, ladies and gentlemen. I look like someone's beat me up. So yeah, thank you very much for your support, guys. They keep this channel going, and I do appreciate your support. If you would like to check me out on Patreon, you can do so by clicking this button up here. You can subscribe by clicking this button down here, and you will see 2 more of my videos here and here. Much love to all the lovers out there. Even more love to all the haters. I'm going to keep making videos, keep bringing the hate. I love it, guys. Laters.